A two-player cabin survival game begins, trapping pairs in random cabins on alien planets filled with bizarre creatures and unknown dangers. You must keep upgrading your cabin to survive, and your partner is randomly matched by fate. I stared at the naked woman in confusion, only to realize it was lauggh, the school beauty from my college. I swallowed hard, taking in the view. Everything was exactly as it should be. But I felt no desire at all since I'd just taken care of business before falling asleep. "Wake up," I said, and when she didn't respond, I prepared to give her CPR. lauggh finally opened her eyes. "What are you doing, you pervert?" I quickly explained, "It's me, Fang Han. Remember when I helped you with your luggage during freshman orientation?" Hearing this, she calmed down. "Senior, it really is you. But where are we?" I shared what I knew about the game, and thanks to the system, she accepted the situation quickly. The game interface is a holographic projection you can control by touch or thought. The chat channels are well organized, and the global channel is filled with players venting. Damn, my cabin is drafty. That's nothing, I've got dinosaurs outside. You guys have it easy. Believe it or not, my partner is my old literature teacher. I'm done for. The system gave me a 300-pound woman. If she sits on me, I'll puke up yesterday's dinner. lauggh finally realized the situation. It was her first time alone with a guy, and both of us were completely naked. She asked, "Senior, have you been outside to see where we are?" "Not yet, but the temperature is mild, so it shouldn't be too bad out there." Looking at the dim sky through the window, she suggested, "Should we go take a look?" I nodded. "Sure, but it's getting dark, so let's just take a quick peek." With a creak, the wooden door opened to reveal a vast, endless grassland. We both cried out, "Great, no food, and now we're starving." Then I spotted a crate. lauggh checked it. Chaos Planet Survival. If you find a resource crate, your chances of survival increase. The planet has various zones with different creatures that will either eat you or can be captured. "Senior, look, it's a resource crate." We rushed over to it. We carried the crate back to the cabin. It had a single star marked on it. lauggh explained it was a one-star crate. The higher the rank, the better the loot. I opened it. Inside were 2 raw steaks. Despite the beat-up crate, the meat was surprisingly fresh. lauggh frowned slightly at the sight of the bloody steaks. We had food, but how were we supposed to eat it raw? I look around at the broken furniture. Let's take apart that wooden chair. How about we use the kerosene lamp to start a small fire for a quick barbecue? But won't that set the house on fire? Don't worry, I've got a plan. I push the door open and pull up some weeds, bringing up clumps of dirt with them, and spread the soil evenly over the floor to keep the fire from burning the wood. "Senior, I didn't realize you were so clever." Soon the smell of grilled ribs fills the cabin. But just then, 2 wolves catch the scent and run over. They're howling, giving us quite a scare. Don't be afraid, they can't get in. I confidently open the game interface and check the Chaos Star Survival Guide. From now on, you have an 8-day beginner's protection period. The cabin cannot be damaged by any outside creatures, though you can break it yourselves. Seeing this, lauggh lets out a huge sigh of relief. I hand half of the grilled steak to lauggh. "Eat up, then let's get some sleep." lauggh takes small bites of the meat, while I finish mine in just a few big gulps. Then lauggh asks shyly, "Senior, do you have any water? I'm a bit thirsty." This reminds me of the system's trading feature. Each team gets 3 trades a day, and while there's a limit on the number of trades, there's no cap on the amount, so we must use it wisely. I search the trading market for fresh water and quickly find a seller. "Hey buddy, what do you want for some fresh water? Do you have anything good to trade for meat?" The water guy gets excited at the mention of meat. He's in a wasteland with nothing but a clear spring. "Bro, you actually have meat!" But honestly, I can only spare a little bit. The water guy offers 10 liters of water for 1 pound of meat. "Look, your water supply is basically endless, but my meat is rare and limited. How about you put in a little more effort and give me 25 liters? I'll give you a pound of steak, though it's raw and you'll have to cook it yourself. If we have more chances to work together later, I'll make sure to prioritize you." He thinks it's a bit unfair at first, but realizes his water is unlimited, so it's basically getting free meat. Since it's trading infinite water for a consumable like meat, the deal is struck. We both place our items in the trade window and confirm. The system handles the exchange, so there's no risk of being scammed. "Hey, if you get more meat, remember to come back to me." I stare at the 25 liters of water in my inventory, realizing there isn't a single container in this huge room to hold it. I end up pulling out a drawer and rinsing it with a liter of water. I pour in 2 liters to drink, checking the system's description. Unpolluted spring water, safe to drink directly. I take a few sips and hand it to lauggh. "Make do with this for now, we'll look for more tomorrow at dawn." lauggh doesn't fuss, she drinks it and politely says thank you. "Don't worry, get some rest. Those wolves can't get in here." I said that and prepared to sleep on the floor, not wanting to share the bed with Sumir. It's not that I'm not interested, but anyone stranded in this hellhole wouldn't be thinking about that. An unknown planet, alien monsters, and surviving until tomorrow. That's what I need to focus on. Seeing me lie on the floor, Sumir breathed a sigh of relief. She knew she couldn't resist if I forced myself on her. She scooted toward the wall and blushed. "Senior, the floor is dirty. Come and squeeze in here." I wouldn't turn down an offer like that. We lay on the bed in an awkward position, her face turning bright red. As a gentleman, I was busy thinking about how to deal with the wolves outside tomorrow. Waking up the next day, I realized the 2 wolves hadn't left. What now? "Don't worry, Senior. Through the door crack I saw they're small and look starved. I'm confident I can take one. Get up and help me with this." As soon as she saw me, she turned her head away instinctively. It's a natural morning struggle for guys. I realized the awkward situation and patted myself to snap out of it. Stay calm, stay calm. I need to focus on survival, not get distracted. I picked up a piece of broken glass and handed it to her. "Help me cut this straw mat, about the width of my forearm." She got up, blushing, and cut the mat. I wrapped it around my arm to make a makeshift guard. "I'll throw a branch out, then you open the door. As soon as 1 wolf gets in, shut it immediately. Remember, just 1. I wasn't confident fighting both at once. Sumir took a deep breath, nodded, braced herself, and we started. I threw the branch. With a clatter, both wolves rushed toward it. Sumir pulled the door open, the wolves charged in, and I was ready. 1 wolf entered, and she tried to shut the door, but the second one jammed it. Panicked, she knew she couldn't let the second one in, so she braced her shoulder against the door, holding back the howling, struggling wolf. Neither side could move. Sumir shouted anxiously, "Senior, hurry, I can't hold it much longer." The wolf bit down on my arm guard. I lunged forward, using my body weight to pin it to the ground. I pressed my arm hard against its neck and stabbed it with the glass. The floor turned red instantly. The wolf quickly died. I turned around immediately, pinned the other wolf's head with my arm, and finished it off with the glass. The whole thing took less than a minute. I was panting heavily, my heart racing. Just then, an ethereal voice echoed, "Congratulations, you are among the first 10 million humans to kill a ferocious beast. You will draw a unique talent. Since you achieved a double kill and are the only pair worldwide to do so within 3 minutes, both you and your partner will receive a talent." A talent? I wasn't tired the moment I heard that. Talent 1, Treasure Appraiser. Your map will automatically mark 2 resource crates daily, and your appraisal skill will be upgraded to Advanced Appraisal. You can identify the extra properties of items. Talent 2, Deadly Hunter. During combat, you enter a frenzy state, your reaction speed triples, your adrenaline surges, and your opponent's weaknesses become visible to you. Using it for too long will make you feel exhausted or even faint, but you can recover by resting. Please assign your talents. I was thrilled. I'll take Talent 2. Sumir also said happily, "Then I'll take Treasure Appraiser." Based on the prompt, they learned that even among the top 10 million, each team only gets 1 talent. What should we do with these carcasses? I lifted the 2 wolves onto the table and handed Sumir a piece of broken glass. "This is all meat. At least we won't starve for the next few days." Samir grew up in a village and had seen pigs slaughtered during the holidays, so she started butchering them boldly. After breaking down the wolf meat, we put it into the storage slots. There are 10 slots, each holding 100 units, and items won't spoil. "That's not bad at all." Finished. "Let's go out and find the crates." Sumir smiled slightly. "All right, senior." These wolves were too thin. We only got 40 pounds of meat from both. The top 10 million have received their talents, others get basic ones, and the Chaos Planet survival journey officially begins. In 3 days, you will face a famine. Herbs and fruit trees will yield nothing, but wildlife will remain unaffected. The famine lasts 60 days. If you don't want to starve, go find food now. The 2 were stunned, their movements coming to a halt. "Senior, we need to stockpile 60 days of supplies in 3 days, and our shelter's protection ends in 7 days. Don't worry, our talents will work well together. Surviving shouldn't be a problem. We can gather extra food these 2 days and trade for resources later. With 10 billion people scattered across the planet, there will always be different foods to swap." I opened the Chaos Survival Guide. The wooden cabin can't withstand beast attacks yet. Upgrade requirement, 100 wood. Just as I was wondering how to chop trees, a mechanical voice sounded. "A new day has begun. Basic stone tools have been issued to you." Looking around, I found 2 stone axes, stone pickaxes, and stone shovels under the bed. Axes are for chopping trees, pickaxes for mining stone, and shovels for digging. Sumir was puzzled, so she opened the Chaos Survival Guide. When you drag trees to the cabin, they automatically break into small pieces. Upgrading the cabin helps defend against beasts, unlocks new features, and increases its size. That's pretty good. The trees break down automatically once chopped. Let's go, let's find those crates first. Sumir immediately opened the map. We are currently in the fertile green grasslands, home to some unusual creatures. The 2 markers are resource crates, and the black areas are unexplored. Let's head to the one nearby, it's right out in the grassland. We looked around, then I grabbed a shard of glass and headed out with Suriel. The crate was about 1,000 meters ahead in the field. "Senior, when will I get some clothes?" Suriel asked, feeling embarrassed. I looked away for a moment and replied, "I'm not sure, but honestly, I've already seen everything, so it doesn't really matter."